Hops Mel Show. Recording this a few weeks after I went to Memphis. Got to hang out with Evermo's Nightmare. I don't know what y'all think of my Memphis Elvis sunglasses. But anyway, got to do an interview with the guys of the band. Everybody was super cool. I'm just cutting this promo, letting y'all know y'all see how cool the interview was. And the interview was also shot by my wife. She did an awesome job shooting it, and everything come out great. So hope y'all enjoy the interview. More interviews to come. Till we talk again. See ya. Peace.
Hey y'all, this is Rick Roll from EMN, and these guys here, they've always been very, very cool to me. And the guys I'm talking about is Hops Metal Show. Crank it up, keep it alive.
All this y'all's practice room.
This is our lab. It's our lab. I mean, anytime we're playing in here or rehearsing or anything, we've got it recorded because we're always we'll play something one night, we'll be playing through the set, and then all of a sudden we'll jump off into. We'll just fall into something. He'll start playing a riff or one of them, and it'll just take off into something, morph into another to a song, and so we just always record anytime we're in here, it's recording.
All right, well that's pretty cool. Then I'll just put because I had it as live studio, but of course we're not studios. All right, everybody, welcome to Hop Show. We got a special show for y'all tonight. Our special interviewing the whole Evermo's Nightmare crew. We had Rick Roll on, I'd say, what did we figure, about a year ago?
Yeah.
And loved the interview. Rick was a great guy.
So now they're in my house.
Yeah, he set me up with an interview with the whole band because we come to Memphis, so this should be really, really a lot of fun. So you told me this is, I guess, where all the magic happens.
This is it. This is where we write, rehearse, come up with set, show, everything. Anything we do in this band ends up in right here in this room, in this table.
Not this room.
Well, not that.
These rooms.
These rooms.
All right, so the way I got to set up was I was going to ask you 2 questions, and then I'm going to take it over with the rest of the band.
Right on.
All right, so we was talking earlier, Wake Up Screaming turned 30 years, looks like January 12th, 1993. That's Wikipedia, so is that right? Does that sound right?
It's closer than my memory will be.
And I was watching the video for House of Pain, and I know when this album first came out, I was telling you earlier too that I was looking forward to this album because I loved your first album so much, and music was so different then, which I'm sure you know of all people.
It was very different, yeah.
But I really look forward to it, and I feel the album was really good. I don't feel like it got a fair shake. But can you tell us a little bit about the making of that video? Because when I went back and watched the video, it was a really big budget video.
Yeah, well, what's the guy's name that's in the video?
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. I gave him his first job. You know, Michael Shannon. He's what was his name in the movie?
He was in Superman. He played
General Zod.
General
Zod in the movie, in the Superman movie.
But it was a mediocre budget. You know, about half of what A Walls in Love Can Make You Blind was, but still a big budget. You know, was in Chicago at a big old event, a house that was underwater, and they pumped all the water out, and we went in there and did this video. So they found all the places that was cool. Different. The album got a really weird shake because that was the whole time that grunge was coming in when we were writing. That was our biggest fight with the record label was you know, they're wanting Love Can Make You Blind. It was like, Love Can Make You Blind's not coming in. Street music's coming in, and you know, stripped down music.
Well, I remember you said in the old interview that you know, sometimes you felt like you sold your soul to write some of that stuff because it wasn't what you really wanted to do.
Well, I did. I actually did sell my soul to write. I didn't even. It wasn't the songs that I written. It was the songs that I took some money to cover. Clive Davis called and said, "We'll give you this much money if you do, you know, a couple songs on your second record." And me being stupid and green, I said, "Okay," and I sold my soul.
Yeah,
the record deal went down. Everything went left. I went against the grain of what I was doing, what you were.
Yeah.
So learned a lesson there. Lesson number like 2. Big list was coming up.
So yeah, figured since I had the whole band here, I wanted to ask some other questions, but I will go back to one. Recording process now, has it changed a lot since the first 2 albums?
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's something that we were talking about trying to get actually back to more of, because we're probably one of the last bands that try to record as old school as possible. But you know, back in the day, you couldn't splice and fix shit like you know back in the day. You play it if it was good, kept it. If you didn't, fucking play it again, and then play it again. Nowadays, I mean, you can get real lazy, and I don't wish that on anybody to get lazy and to start cutting up. Well, there's the verse, cut it, put it over here, and let's do the other one, because that ain't the feel of the song is the song, and when you play it, you know, it's gonna move, or it ain't got no fucking feeling, if you ask me. And don't mean to be rude. It's
No, you're good.
It's just that it ain't got no guts if it don't move a little bit and have some kind of life to it. Then it just so.
All right, so yeah, that'll work. All right, so like I said, the rest of the guys are here, so I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves to the people watching and explain what you do in the band, how long you've been with Rick. So,
What's that guy there? He's wanted.
Troy Fleming, I've been with Rick for about 30 years.
God bless you. Yep.
God bless you.
Gunner Butler,
Easy 30 years, too.
Gunner Butler guitar, I've been in 10. Going on 11.
Seems like much longer.
So that all? I'm Craig. I've been with them probably close to 30 years myself. And I've done everything.
Bless you.
Bless you.
You want to call it the person?
John Guttery, I don't know, like 7, 8,
8.
I don't know, something like
At
that.
least 8.
Yeah.
I'm the new guy, I'm Alan. 4 years, 4.5 now, I guess.
2 records.
Drums,
Yeah.
yeah, working
Yeah,
on
2 records.
second record.
Well, this is the band, though. I mean, it took a lot of years to get to this
Yes.
group of people, because I've always envisioned this band going this way, and I always envisioned it being. You got to have, you know, all the elements. You got to have the basket case, the nice guy, this, that, and that, and the chemistry got to work. And with this band, for certain, it shouldn't work. If you looked at it on paper, you say there's no fucking way this will work. This is the best band that I've ever been in. So the songwriting is incredible, and every day is a battle to keep up with what they're wanting to do, and they're wanting to me what I want to do. It's just but it's a really good.
That probably pushes everybody even harder.
It makes it harder when you're tired, because when they're not and you are, it's a bitch.
All right, so how is the songwriting process on a new album? I mean, does a certain person come up with the riff, or you have lyrics, or how y'all construct a song?
90% of the time, one of them will come in and just start fumbling around with guitar, and it's a weird thing, because we'll go from this to what was that, and everybody will blink, and then next thing you know, 2.5, 3 hours we've been working on this, you know, and then then everybody's mad. They're mad at me or something. we get into a little I don't know, it's like a little magic hole or something, and then the next thing you know, we got a new song, and it just falls into it just comes out of nowhere. So, but you know,
It starts with a riff usually, and we just, if everybody's vibing on it, we just keep on playing, and they'll start scatting stuff, melodies and stuff, and
it's
Pretty organic
really
process.
crazy.
yeah, it really is.
Then we come back 3 days later,
You know, this was
and
all-
everybody's like, I don't remember doing anything.
That's why.
So we record if we feel like it's strong enough to even a maybe, or if it's
Or
just,
one part of it.
if everybody's liking it long enough to play it 20 minutes
Right.
and work on something, 2 parts, it gets recorded. So, and then we'll come back
So
3 days
it'll
later and be
lose
like,
it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then we just keep adding to it or subtracting.
Like I said, I've got hard drives that are packed full of songs where we started here, and then we moved to the next record. There's 3 or 4 songs we forgot about on the last record, and there's 5 or 6 songs that we started here and there that we just you know, we got where we could play almost all the way through them, and then just they're sitting over here, and then one night we'll be sitting here and playing, and they'll go, hey, I remember that. And that's just what happened with you know, that last thing we wrote.
Yeah.
We started out, it was cool, but it just flipped back out. We haven't played it in months, and then we popped back into it the other night for some reason. Everything, the verses changed, the chorus, and the whole attitude of the song is like, now it's all recorded. We jammed it all down, worked on it for the last, you know, week or so. So it's one of the new ones that we're probably going to make it on this record, I would figure. So, but it's a really weird, magical, crazy thing.
When y'all had said you let me listen to 2 tracks, and you was talking about how angry the music seems to be on this, but the stuff I listened to, both songs I heard, they sound like they flow really good, but
They're
there's a
real.
lot of pent up energy and
Well,
the lyrics.
it's a lot about, you know, just there are a lot of stupid things. Giving trophies to 24th position and shit like this dumb shit, you know, just crazy shit. The world's going through a bunch of crazy shit, and people say crazy shit, and I'm just calling a bunch of people out on it, basically. I'm just this record. I wouldn't. I ain't gonna try to be like everybody's going. Well, you can't say this because of this or this. I'm just. It's in my gut, I'm gonna say it, and it's what it is.
Yeah, fuck you if you're offended. Sorry.
Yeah, right. I've been
Life
offended for years.
sucks by a helmet.
well, that's rock and roll.
Right, and that's what you're supposed to do. I'm in a band called Every Mother's Nightmare, so I figure
Yeah, you
if I'm
shouldn't
not
be
offending you, I'm
peaches and cream.
right.
Right.
Thank you.
Maybe that's a nice way to put it.
He said I was allowed.
So what's the plan for as far as a release date? I mean, I know we originally talked about going to the studio, so I knew y'all was in the studio.
Well, we've got 2 down. We've got 4 songs recorded. 2 of them, 90% of the vocals and backups are there. 2 of them we haven't done nothing on, and then we're getting, you know.
The plan is to have 10 songs by October, September, October.
Cool.
And so,
Save first of next year release according to the label.
yeah.
With the timing, new albums.
So I'm trying to keep doing something on this Resurrect record right now, because they got hit right when COVID hit, and then, you know, the first song came out, did good, COVID kicked in. The second one came out, everybody was in a whole different frame of mind.
Well, that was another album I felt like you got a sour deal on.
Right,
because-
so that's why I keep
because the timing,
running.
I felt like.
Well,
it
we
was-
debated whether to release it or wait till COVID was over. And when we finally decided, okay, we'll go ahead and let it go, it was looking like the next year everything was going to be straightened out.
But
Oh, no, it was
Right.
rolled
I don't
all
think
by the
nobody.
year.
I think a lot of musicians figured they was just going to be taking off, you know, a little bit of time, and it didn't happen like that at
Right.
all. And a lot of bands struggled with the same thing. You know, had albums shelved. I think Megadeth had shelved their album for like years, same with Rob Zombie, because of what y'all are saying, because of COVID.
And that's probably what we should have done.
But I
we
mean,
were mixing right when the lockdown started. We were getting ready to mix, so we had to mix separate. Like Dave would send us a mix on File Pass, and we could go in and listen and make notes. Try this, do this, whatever. And so we never got to sit in the room and go, turn that up, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So that sucked, but we got through it and we're pretty happy with the mix. And then we got this record in May or so. It was ready.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat on it until October because it looked like things were going to turn around, and they just didn't. So we let it go, and then we sat for another year.
well, who would ever thought? I mean,
Exactly. Nobody knew.
Nobody saw that coming at all.
No.
Yeah,
But I thought if we'd have waited to record that record, the time we'd have got there, I don't know if it would have been, we'd have played it so long and it'd been so stale.
Would the energy still been there? You know,
And that's all. You know, every bit of that record. I mean, it was pretty much, we were all contained in this house, so everything on that record was going on in this house right here, and it was a weird, different time.
All right, so I'm gonna ease off. This is some easy stuff here. Rick's done played this game. He played this on the first interview, but it seems to go over good, especially with the musicians. And there's no wrong answer. Any answer is right answer. But it's a thing of this or that. I stole it from Sammy Hagar.
All right, so and I know all y'all are, he told me all y'all are Kiss nuts. So are you a Gene fan or a Paul fan?
Gene.
I'd say Paul.
I like Gene.
Ace.
Oh, yeah, we got that.
That was my answer too. That
No
we're
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, that was actually what my
That's
answer.
not an option.
Oh.
No matter, me and John are gonna be ace no matter what.
Yeah, that was what I
Gene
wanted my
was-
answer to be.
Gene's just so smart business wise. I like him.
All right, so he's going.
Oh.
Everybody just overrode Gene and Paul with Ace.
Ace.
Well, a couple of them.
No. I'm actually more of an Ace fan, but I thought I had to pick between those
You can't
two
jump
specific
ship. Come on
statements.
now.
Now, if you do the solo album, I have to agree. Ace has got the best
Yeah, but
solo
as far
album,
as
hands down.
early Kiss, man, that's a hard one because
Yeah.
that's where what broke me on rock and roll. That was my first record was Destroyer, and first concert. But I love Gene and Paul. I love the way they write. I love the way they both sing. You know, Paul's a master front man on stage live. But I kind of like Gene's style more.
Gene does
His
some more
singing is writing.
aggressive,
Yeah,
stuff.
a little more raunchy.
All right, so number 2, we got.
Paul Stanley.
I like that answer.
So for number 2, we got Hotel California or Freebird.
That's hard too.
That's a tough one.
Oh, Freebird.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Freebird.
Freebird. Yeah.
It's close though.
I'm gonna have to go Hotel California.
Oh,
Come on, Johnny. Just go where your heart goes. There's no wrong answer.
I mean, they're just both great songs, put me in different moods. But
Yeah.
probably if I don't know, because if I was gonna pick bands, probably Skinner. Probably Freebird.
See it say Cashmere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go Freebird probably. I love the Eagles, but
Yeah.
but that's just straight up.
I can't say. I'd have to go with my heart. My heart was Skinner, but the song I have to say Hotel California.
Yeah, Hotel is hard to beat.
So from both those bands, I probably wouldn't pick either one of those songs.
Right.
We've done deep tracks before, which I probably should have did with
I
you
mean, I'd
guys,
probably pick like
because-
Victim of Love before I pick.
That's my favorite. That's my
I'd
favorite.
probably pick that.
My
And then
needle
Skinner, I'd probably pick
spin.
Saturday Night
That's
Special.
one of my favorites too.
All right, so Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Hendrix.
Hendrix all day long.
Picked one up.
So that was unanimous.
That was an easy one.
Yeah.
All right, so I already know what he's picking here, but Motley Crue or Def Leppard.
Oh, Crew.
Well, can we pick eras? I would probably listen to Def Leppard High and Dry. Out of the catalogs of both bands, I'd probably pick High and Dry to listen to out of the entire
That's a good
catalog.
one.
Me too. But
I would probably. I mean, I'm going to go Crew, but I would say if I had to listen to any of everybody's catalog, it'd be Motley's first record.
Yeah, so
that's
the
good.
first two.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You got any love for '94 Crew? With
Fuck,
Crew?
I
that
love
was
it.
that was the
That's the best
sound. If
line.
That's the
I'm gonna
best
say
album.
Crew with John Corabi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
badass.
Sure.
I love it.
I think he brought out the best in them
Yeah.
guys.
I love the Scream. I still
Power
listen to that
music.
record.
Oh yeah.
They should have
On
just
the
named
regular.
that record something different. They should have just called the band name
Big
something
balls
else.
drumming.
They
That's
shouldn't
what
have
it
called
should
it
be called.
Motley. Yeah.
The drums are huge.
Big drum sound.
That
Yeah.
drum licking.
Yeah.
So that made my day, a unanimous '94 Crew, because I love that album.
Yeah.
All right, so the last one, Randy Rhoads or Eddie Van Halen.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
I'll
my
pick Randy
God.
Rhoads.
you go.
Oh, I'm gonna go with
Come
Rhodes.
I'd go Rhodes. I mean, fucking wow, that's.
That's Randy
How
Rhoads.
do you think that? You know, that's
Yeah.
tough.
They said Eddie Van Halen too.
I know.
I'm gonna go Van Halen because only because I mean Randy, we only have like,
Well, I met
So
Randy Rhoads
much.
Now he died.
and it's great.
Yes.
Everything is great.
Yeah.
Where Eddie towards the end, there's some weird stuff. But I'm gonna go Van Halen just because of
I'm with you on
what
that. There's,
you
yeah.
changed.
I could flip flop. I could be.
Like I said, they're both great.
I mean,
I
you're
could flip flop on that one all day long.
Yeah.
talking about first 4 Van Halen records.
Yeah.
Right.
And
First
you know,
two, also
Randy,
first two.
I know, but Randy, we only got 2. Randy, we only got 2
Yeah, but they're
shows.
motherfuckers.
I know they are, motherfuckers.
If I'm getting stranded on a fucking desert island, Diary and Blizzard are going with me.
What if you only get to take one?
And a 12 pack.
Diary.
Diary.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's tough too.
Alright, so
All right, can we skip that question?
that's all I got. You don't have to think.
Yeah,
no more.
Are these true or false? Can we make these true or false?
Alright, so I'm gonna wrap this one up. I thank the guys for letting me come up here. I was
Oh,
in
man,
Memphis
this
to
is
hang out. Y'all are missing out. I'm getting ready to listen to them play some music live. That's gonna be freaking awesome. Especially Wes and String, you're missing it too.
Right?
The boys that helped me do the show. But thanks again, and we're really looking forward to y'all's new album. Everybody go check out their previous catalog and just think.
Go check out Dark Star Records.
30 years
Resurrect
old.
the
Yeah.
Faithful.
Anything y'all want to plug, all y'all guys?
Resurrect the Faithful.
Resurrect the faithful.
Dark Side Records, Resurrect the
Dark
Faithful, Dark Star.
Dark Star.
Ah, two beers, see?
Was it 1013 Entertainment for booking? Lenny?
And I guess go ahead and announce y'all are going to Rockin' Pod.
Right,
Yes.
because they're not announcing it.
Right. One time.
I thought, when we gonna be Saturday?
I think so. I believe so. Let's check.
If you're at Rockin' Pod, go meet Craig and
Yeah,
Rick.
you'll see
'cause
us.
They're really good
We'll be
guys. And they're really, anything you want to ask them. Rick told me anything
We'll
flies,
tell
brothers.
Anything? Oh man, you don't know anything. You know, just make sure you want to hear the answer before you ask the question.
Right.
So before I sign off, I'd heard another interview with you, and I want my fans to hear this. Tell them about when you went to Mexico and tried to. What'd you try to sneak back in from Mexico?
I wouldn't sneak it. You could buy. We went to Juarez, Mexico. I'm gonna skip the part about going to see the sex show. But we were going to you could get half-gallon bottles of whiskey for $5. So you can bring 6 bottles. But they stopped serving liquor at the liquor stores at like 8 or 9 o'clock. So screwed around town all day. I ain't gonna tell you about the sex show. But on the way home, we got right at the border. They gave you paper bags, and you got 4 or 6 half-gallon bottles of damn whiskey in there.
That'd be a stout bag.
And there's 2 bags, but you're up in there and you're going, and I'm like maybe 100 yards from the, going across the border, and my bag hit the ground, says, and all my liquor gone. And the whole day watching sex show for nothing.
About $20 whole.
Yeah,
But
like
then
$20.
Well, I couldn't get no more liquor.
That was a lot of money back then.
All right. So, like I said, thank you guys for your time,
Thank you.
and looking forward to the new album. I guess we're gonna roll on out of here. Like Larry Love would say, roll it on up. We're rolling out of here, and so I can listen to some tunes.
We're gonna play 4 or 5 songs off what we're gonna do for the new record.
Everybody check out Hops and Metal Show.
We might play a Kiss song while you're here.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
These are, you know, EMN marijuana eyes Kiss songs. They're Kiss songs.
All right, we're out here. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Stay strong. It's House Mel Show. Bye.
Peace.